Hi all, am I audible? Yes, okay, cool. Fine guys, welcome to our extra class. Yeah, after a long time, yes. Today class will be held at 8 p.m. Someone has asked. No, there won't be any class at 8 p.m. Uh, yeah, so I was saying that, yeah, so we got a lot of inquiries around some bidding options that people wanted to understand a bit more, right? So I have compiled a specific document, right? This PDF that will talk about bids specifically. Right. So how many of you have already started reading about digital marketing, Google AdWords, analytics? Have you started giving the AdWords certification exams? How many of you have passed? Then we have yes, you would be having copy of this document. I will be sharing it with CXO people and then they will be sending it to you. वही कर रहा हूँ तब से तो हुआ नहीं. Cleared Google Analytics. Nice. Congratulations. Good, good. So start having some certificates. At least you will be having some edge. Digital garage or skill shop, anything. Some people have said we missed you. I missed you too, guys. I got SEO certificate. Great. Okay, just hold on for a sec. Let me just add my mic. Still not murmuring, so sound is coming from us. Class का recording लगा इस am I audible? कन्वर्जन ट्रैकिंग का एक बार रिवाइज करा दूंगा कन्वर्जन ट्रैकिंग का रिवाइज करा दूंगा. वॉइस लो आ रही है. जस्ट होल्ड ऑन फॉर अ सेक. बार देखने दो. हेलो. अभी भी मर्मरिंग का साउंड आ रहा है क्या? Distortion is coming, right? I thought so. Still coming? It's fine now. Cool. Certificate आप लोगों को मिल जाएगा. Don't worry. You will be getting the certificate. Right? Okay. So shall we start? Someone was talking about something else. Just hold on for a second. I just missed it. अच्छा कन्वर्जन का. ओके ठीक है. हाँ, we will talk about conversion also. इस क्लास का रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगा सर. डोंट वरी. इवनिंग में क्लास नहीं होगा as far as I know. This classes we are holding particularly because people wanted to understand about bidding. We got a lot of queries around bidding and everything. So this is majorly, this particular PDF is all about reading. We can't see a practical, though I would try to show you some practical. Who crying? A Padosi. So do we need to give any exam for certificate? No, I don't think so. There would be a questionnaire for you guys that we will be preparing, I believe, right? To check the knowledge that you have gathered. Right, so let's start. So we are talking about bidding today, right? So this is bidding basics. So Google Ads, we will be reading through the, I mean, yeah, of course, we will be, performing our age-old ritual. We will first reading the PDF and then we will look into practical aspect if there is any. Fine. ये PDF आपको मिल जाएगा, आपको मेल आ जाएगा PDF का. Right, so we will look into the bidding. What are biddings? So Google Ads gives you several ways to bid for your ads. Depending on what matters most to you and your business, most advertisers focus on clicks, impressions, conversions, or views for video ads, right? So this you can go through. Google Ads runs an auction every time. We have talked about auction earlier. So what happens usually with your ad rank and quality score? Sorry, with your bid and quality score, there is a metric called ad rank is determined, right? And then you enter into auction. So where a lot of advertisers are entering into auction, but very few wins it, right? And then your ad is shown based on the Google's parameter or algorithm. The concept of ad auction, right? Every time an ad appears, it goes through what we call the ad auction, a process that decides which ad will appear and in which order. Ads will meet the minimum required ad rank necessary to show it all, right? It's not like an art auction where the highest bidder always wins. Instead, Google Ads does something a little more interesting, right? This is the ad auction process. You can see this. So let's say what people are searching here. Buy shoes, right? Then ads are narrowed down. So ads which are specifically targeting this keyword buy shoes are entered into auctions, and whichever are not, satisfying the other criteria get removed, right? So the system then determines which ads have a sufficiently high rank to show, right? Then you can see this, a lot of ads are entering into auction, but few are winning it, and then ads are placed here. And the remaining ads are shown ordered on the page based on ad rank. Sound lag हो रहा है यार, I'm not sure क्यों. Right, why does it matter? Because the most important thing to remember is that the ad auction process uses your ad rank to determine its position. So as we talked earlier, the highest bidder may not win every time, right? You have to be very specific what you are targeting in terms of keyword. Ad rank threshold we will look into. I have given a link here. So when it says threshold, that means there is a specific level that you have to be above that particular level. So you understand threshold, right? So when it says threshold, that means above something, above a specific level. Right. So there are different biddings to focus on click. Let me just open the ad account. I'm just opening my AdWords account. So the moment it's open, I will share the screen with you guys. So by the time we will read this, focus on clicks. So you can use it for search and display ads. If your main goal is to have people visit your website, then clicks are a good place to start, right? Using cost per click or CPC bidding, you will pay only when someone actually clicks on your ad, right? For example, if you run a tracking club in Bengaluru and you might want to bid on a lot of direct hit keywords like Bangalore hiking, and a different amount for border keywords like hiking club. So you can bid differently on your keywords. You can focus on impressions, by the way, right? So for search specifically, you can use target impression share. Right, so this particular bit type helps you to get most of the impressions for the keyword you are running your ad for, right? Are you following me on this or मुझे थोड़ा हिंदी में ही बोलना पड़ेगा? हेलो एनीवन? हिंदी में? कहाँ से? अभी से ठीक है. नहीं, पूरा हिंदी नहीं होगा आज का सेशन. हिंदी बहुत कम यूज होता है. हाँ, आई एम कंफर्टेबल इन इंग्लिश दो. इट्स फाइन. So I will use Hindi in between, no problem. तो यूजुअली सीपीसी आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया कि सीपीसी क्या होता है. जब भी आप जो भी कीवर्ड यूज कर रहे हो और आपका एड अपीयर होता है उस सर्च टर्म के लिए, अगर कोई क्लिक करता है तो आपको सीपीसी में सिर्फ क्लिक का पैसा देना पड़ेगा. इंप्रेशन में दो तरह का होता है. एक तो होता है आपका टारगेट इंप्रेशन. वन इज योर टारगेट इंप्रेशन शेयर फॉर सर्च स्पेसिफिकली. एंड फॉर डिस्प्ले you can use CPM model, right? We have talked about CPM model earlier. So in target impression share for search, you can specifically target the keywords and impression for those keywords and a percentage amount of it majorly. So we'll look into this particular target impression share. You can read this, right? If you choose an impression share target of 65% on the absolute top of the page, Google Ad will automatically set your bids to help show your ads on the absolute top of page 65% of the total possible amount of times they could show, right? So that means out of 100 impressions you can target at least 65 for 65 times you can at least come on the top. Google bid and Facebook bid are same, only the names are different. So it says if your campaign is targeting just the display network, instead of paying by the click, you can pay by the number of times your ad is visibly shown. Sorry, viewably shown. That's called cost per thousand viewable impression, VCPM. Right, so we will look into this bidding first. Right, this is my account. We will go to any of the campaign. Which one? Which one? Which one? चलो ये उठ लेते कोई. और आप पॉज कर दो. Someone has asked what is target placement. So basically you target few placements specifically, right? Let's say you know that there are 10-20 websites that you can get a good result from. You use them as a managed placement or target placement. right? So we will go to this bidding. There are a lot of biddings, by the way. Change bid strategy. Now you can see this, right? Target manual CPC that we have talked about. This is target impression share, right? You can see this. Where do you want your ads to appear? Now there are two options. There are actually three options. Anywhere on results page. So it could be anywhere. You can, let's say, I just searched it, right? Laptops, for example. You can see there is one ad here. And there should be few ads below, if there are. Okay, there are no ads below. So what happens usually, there are 2-3 ads. You can see this, right? There are 1-2-3 ads here, right? Is there anything below? No, there are no ads at bottom. So usually there are 3 ads shown at the top, and few ads, couple of ads are shown at the bottom. So when you pick this particular option anywhere on result page, it will show your ad on any of the position, either below or at the bottom or in the top 3 or 4 positions, right? But when you pick top of result page, that means your ad will be shown on this particular position, either first, second, or third, or if there is a fourth one, right? It won't be shown at the bottom here, nowhere here, right? Only at the top. And when you pick absolute top of result page, that means it will be shown at the topmost position, this one, the first position, right? So this is your target impression share. You can decide how much impression do you want to target in terms of percentage. It could be 100%, it could be 80% of total impressions, it could be 70%, 60%, whatever it is. And you can pick how much you want to bid in terms of CPC. So let's say I want to target 100% of impressions, and maximum I want to pay for a click is ₹10, right? So this would be my bid strategy for target impression share on search. Understood? No. If everyone do absolute top position, who will come on this? So the one who is having a good ad rank or better quality score would come on top. So percentage is basically, let's say you are running a keyword, right? Let's say you are bidding on a keyword, buy shoes, right? And possible impressions on this particular buy shoes keyword are 100, let's say, for example, right? And you say, I want to target 60% of the impression on that particular keyword. So this is basically a bid put on campaign level. So all the keywords would get 60% of total impressions which are available. Now, excluding Russia is a different campaign I was running. Don't go to the campaign name. Just look into this part. फिर भटक जाते हो और कहते हो कि सर समझ में नहीं आया. फिर ऐसे मैं भी भटक जाता हूँ कभी. But then we will be charged if our ad is on second and third place. Yes, you would be charged on your ad is second or third place, but the CPC would be only this much. That, I mean, you won't be charged more than what you have put as a limit. I'll be bidding 1 except 10. What is different in my ad? ₹1. So that means your bid is too low, right? So you might not be able to win a lot of auctions in that case. Even if your quality score is 10, another guy whose quality score is 10 and relevancy is as equal as yours would win the auction in every ad if he is bidding high. 60% वाला concept repeat कर देता हूँ. Percent impression share is, let's say, for a keyword, let's say there is a keyword called buy shoes, right? And for this buy shoes, for buy shoes, let's say there are 1,000 impressions available, right? and you want to bid, let's say 60%, you want to cover 60% of impressions out of that 1000 impressions, for example. Right, so that's why you will put 60%. You can put either 100% also, that I want to appear on all the 1000 impressions or all the 1000 searches for this particular keyword, for example, right? So you put 100% as impression percentage you want to cover, and then you will put your maximum CPC bid, right? It could be anything, but this doesn't mean, this 100% impression doesn't mean that you would win always, because your max CPC could be lower than what others are paying. Could be anything. It could be 1000, 2000, just because, for example, I have put 1000 here only. It could be millions also. So someone has asked, if I bid for CPC 10, so for every click, will I be charged rupees 10 or something around rupees 10, right? You won't be charged more than 10. It could be less than 10. It could be 9.8, 9.9. It could be anything. It could be even rupees 2 also sometimes. Right, but this is the max that you are paying for one exam, for 1 rupee. 10 rupees is the max that you are paying, maximum, for one click. Sorry. Understood? Yes, no, maybe. Understood, good. So let's move. Right, so this was your impression share. Now we'll come to focus on conversions for search and display ads, right? So you understand, we have already talked about CPA, right? Cost per acquisition wala part. To get 100% impression, what max CPC I must put? How do I know what should be put? So what happens usually, you have to, someone has asked to get 100% impressions, what max CPC I must put? How do I know what should be put? So what usually happens, you put a bid particularly, right? If you are not getting enough impressions, that means you are not winning a lot of auctions. You would be understanding that, okay, I have only got 5 or 10 impressions in an hour, right? But majorly, is it written cost per action? Yeah, it's cost per action or cost per acquisition is one and the same thing. Companies will guide us on bid. I'm not sure. Your manager would, I think, that what bid you want to. He will ask you, or she will ask you, whomsoever is it, right? That what bid should we put? But I think so. They would be pretty clear about the bidding, right? So you would be getting an idea that how much you should put, right? Let's say I have put 10 rupees of maximum CPC, but I am only charged for 5 rupees on an average, right? So that in that case, I can increase the bid to get more auction, to get more wins, or to win more auctions, right? Why we bid in these things, sir? So you bid so that you can appear on the page, on this or on the search results. That's why you bid. If you won't bid, you won't show your ad to users. If you won't show your ad to users, you won't be having any sale or any visit on your website. What I have to do to rank surely on top of page? See, you have to understand. I will show you one more interesting. What should I say? One more interesting metric around it. So there is one metric called auction insights. You see this auction insights, right? All time. So this auction insights give you a fair idea, right? How much you are having in terms of impression share. The higher the bid, the higher will be the impressions. Could be, yes. you will be winning more auctions and you would be appearing into more searches. This is a genuine question. Suppose if my max CPC is rupees 10, how will I understand when will I be charged rupees 2 or 5 or 9 for one click? So that you would be come to know. You would get to know the average cost or average CPC. Right? Okay, let me show you. So here is one your option called average CPC. You would come to know that how much you are getting charged for clicks on an average. Right? So let's say if you have put 10, but you are only being charged for rupees 5 as an average CPC, right? You can increase the bid also. Fine. So we were talking about auction insights now. So you can see this is me. It says you, right? And these are the competitors who are bidding on the same keyword that I was bidding earlier. You can see how much impression share have I got. 20.9% overall, right? My top of the page was 30.26%. And you can see the date range or time range, right? It is for all time. That means I have taken the date range as for lifetime. The campaign has started from the day till today, right? So these many percentage out of 100 impressions, for an example, I have come in the top 3 or 4 position for 30 times. For absolute top of the page, it's actually less than 1%, right? So it gives you a fair idea. You can use this particular metrics to understand how much impressions you are winning. So there is only 20% of impression share that I am getting right now, right? I can increase the bid and budget to get more impression shares, right? You can check this on day by day basis or week by week basis. You can see this particular volume.com got an impression share for the same keyword as 19.50. Right? You can see I got the maximum impression share, by the way, 20%. More than Google, and even then I think different advertisers. Outranking share is basically how many times you are outranking the how many times or at what percentage you have outranked your competitor. You can see this. You can just hover around over these headings and it will give you the definition also. See, outranking share is how often your ad ranked higher in the auction than other advertisers ad, or if your ad showed when there did not. So for 15%, I outrank this particular advertiser, right? For 18 times out of 100, let's say I outrank google.co.in for few keywords, right? So absolute top of page rate we have understood. At the very top position, this is the top 3-4 positions. The position above rate, this is the how often other advertisers ad in the same auction shows in a higher position than mine. Then this is overlap rate. So what happens usually, this is, I mean, you understood what overlapping is. So for same kind of keyword, how many times mine and the competitors ads both were shown at the same time, right? So that gives you an idea that how many keywords you are covering together. I mean, your advertisers are using kind of same keyword list what you are using, right? Because you got 24% overlap rate, right? This template monster got 35% of overlap rate with me. So we are using same kind of a lot of keywords similar, right? So this gives you a fair idea about your where you are standing in terms of your competition, right? So you can see this in auction insights usually. How does Google decides the cost per click? This Google's internal system. We don't know. I have given you the basic idea that it takes care a lot of factors into consideration. It's your ad rank, it's your quality score, landing page, your landing page experience, the historical data, everything. Can we find keywords or competitors? You can. There are few tools So like SEMrush and Keyword Spy tool, but those are paid actually. Moz can give you, Moz is another, but it's also paid one. Ubersuggest, I'm not sure about. I haven't used it. $10 search per month free for which? Ubersuggest or for Moz? 10 search में क्या होता है? 10 search में number of keywords are not there. Hrefs is good, yes. Negative keywords कैसे देखें? Negative keywords कैसे देखें? अभी देख लेते हैं. See, you go to keywords. कहाँ गया? हाँ, you go to keyword section. Go to negative keywords. This is how you see that which keyword you have put into negatives, right? I have given different mesh types also. Right, you can see that this career is in broad, so I don't want people who are searching anything related to career, don't want them to see my ad at all. You can see direct selling I have used as phrase, affiliate marketing websites I have used as exact match. Do Google Keyword Planner is good for use? Yes, it is. It is very good. See, it's Google's internal tool. It's Google's internal tool, so you understand, right? So it would be having more data than what any other tool is giving you, or probably the accurate one. What is negative keyword? We have talked about negative keywords when we were talking about keywords, right? So negative keywords are basically keywords you don't want your ads to show on those particular searches. Right, so let's say this particular career keyword, I don't want people who are searching anything related to career to see my ad, so I put this as negative keyword. So what is keyword? Basically, keyword is where keywords are those words or terms that you want your ads to appear for when people are searching, right? And negative keywords are those keywords that you don't want people to see your ads, or you don't want your ads to appear for. How to use darknet? Why don't use darknet, please? Darknet is what? You are talking about the dark web or what? Darknet is a tool or something. Are we on the same page? Darknet, dark web. It is mandatory to use keywords. Yes, you should use negative keywords. He's talking about dark web. I got the point. Yes. No, don't use dark web, sir. Please. Difference between CPC and PPC. See, PPC is a method. CPC is a bid strategy. What is the importance of using negative keyword? So there could be some irrelevant searches, what people are searching for, right? Let's say I will show it to you. Just hold on for a sec. You can see this free UPSC material, right? So when I'm using if I write UPSC material, is there any ad here? No. Let me check something else. UPSC study, no. Ad nahi aa raha. Online studies. Now you can see this ad, right? For Baiju and Keely and every other advertiser. If I use free, for example, I will see the Baiju's ad is not coming now. They have omitted those searches which contains free. When I say omitted, I mean excluded, right? You understood the difference. When I added the free term here, the Baiju's ad is not appearing. Right, now it appeared. Right, so negative keywords, because the idea behind this is, let's say a lot of people might be searching for free stuff. They might be preparing for some competitive exams and they would be looking for free stuff to read. But Baiju doesn't want people who are looking for free stuff to come on their website, right? That's why they have put free a keyword as negative keyword, so that their ad won't appear when someone is searching free online study or adding free in their search term, right? So it excludes a lot of free visits or free searches for them, and it saves a lot of budget to them, because these people are not their users. Got the point? Understood? Right? So negative keywords are more important for you because they save a lot of your budget, right? Because you may get a lot of irrelevant searches without any conversion, and your budget may exhaust technically. Clear? All clear? PPC means search ad. No, PPC could be anything. PPC could be display also, right? PPC could be anything. PPC is a method. So PPC means pay per click, while CPC is cost per click. So cost per click is a bidding strategy. PPC is pay per click. Pay per click is a method. Fine. So we have looked into this auction insight. We have looked into the impression share. Let's come to the other point, other one. Right. Focus on impressions is done. Conversions we have talked about earlier. With this advanced bidding method, you tell Google Ad that the amount you are willing to pay for a conversion or cost per action. Someone was asking that it's written cost per action here, so it's conversion also. At a conversion, sometimes called an acquisition, is particular action you want to see on your website, right? That's why sometimes it's written cost per action also. Right? So you know how to use CPA bid. Usually we'll just go to this page. Go to any of the right, we'll go to settings. This is the bidding. You can see change bid strategy. It won't show it for me, I believe. You can see this target CPA, right? You can put any target CPA, say 10, 20, 30, whatever it is. That means for one particular acquisition, you want to pay 10 rupees maximum, right? This is your target CPA. Focus on conversion for search and display is done. Focus on views for video ads only. So when we were talking about video ads, right? Cost per view or CPV bidding we have looked into, that people who are viewing your video ad would be charged for per view. I mean, you would be charged for per view. Can someone hack our ads account? No, I don't think so. I haven't seen anyone hacking your ad account. If someone uses my link to visit a particular product page but does not buy, it will be considered as conversion. No, it won't be considered as conversion, because your conversion action you have put as buy and not as a page visit. What is canonicalization in SEO? So canonicalization is used when you have duplicate pages usually, right? Or duplicate content, you can say, right? So with canonicalization, you tell Google that this particular URL or one particular URL is a master URL and other pages are canonicalized pages. This is the technical definition basically. right? So you can see to set a CPV bid, you enter the highest price you want to pay for a view while setting up your TrueView video campaigns. Your bid is called your maximum CPV bid or simply max CPV, right? We talked about this, by the way. Automated biddings, there are different automated biddings, right? It's automated bidding takes the heavy lifting and guesswork out of setting bids to meet your performance goal. So you don't have to manually bid for each and every keyword usually. When you have selected automated bidding, the rest of the thing would be taken care of by system only. So there are a few examples of every automated bid strategy I have put here. We will go through by each and every one, right? The goal is to increase site visits. You can use maximize clicks. So under maximize clicks, you don't have to put a CPC, defined CPC for each and every keyword. You can see this maximize clicks automatically sets your bids to help get as many clicks as possible within your budget, right? Maximize click is available as either a standard strategy in a single campaign or portfolio. So portfolio strategy is basically you want to put a lot of campaigns under one strategy, under one specific bidding strategy. Then portfolio strategy is used. The another one is target impression that we have already talked about, the target impression share. Right, target CPA, you can see the target CPA automatically sets search. So these are different bidding that I have explained here, right? ROS, I think a lot of people are confused in ROS. The target ROS automatically sets bid to help get as much conversion value as possible at the target return on ad spend, right? It's ROS is return on ad spend. Some conversions may have a higher or lower return than you target. Right, I have given links also, so the moment you will get this PDF, you can read about these particular bid strategies in detail. Right, then there is maximize conversions. You see, maximize conversions automatically sets bid to help you get the most conversions, right? That's why they are called maximize conversion. Then one is maximize conversion value. So the difference between maximize conversions and maximize conversion value is in this you get a maximum value of your purchase. That means it's similar to ROI, return on investment. This conversion value is right. While here it will give you maximum conversions. The number of people who are taking actions on your website or are buying from your website will increase in this particular bidding. Linked list page. What is linked list page? I'm not aware of it. And target CPA bidding. We have talked about target CPA bidding just now. So how it was using historical information about your campaign and evaluating the content related signals present at auction time. Target CPA bidding automatically finds an optimal bid for your ad each time it's eligible to appear. So this is all automated done. Right. So then when Google says it does a lot of heavy lifting, sorry, when when you pick automated bidding, right? The heavy lifting means the everything talking. I mean, setting up the bids precisely by looking into each and every factor in historical data. Maximum conversions and maximum conversion value. Okay. maximum conversion value, right? So what happens, let's say you are running on CPC or any other bit strategy. So on an average, you get 100 conversions, right? And on per conversion, your conversion value, average conversion value is, let's say, 1,000 rupees. For example, that means one conversion brings 1,000 rupees of purchase, right? Understood till here? No, the one who asked this particular question. Yes. Okay. Right. So when you are choosing this maximum conversion bidding, right, what happens? Let's say there are two different aspects. One is conversion value, right? So for example, on your already running campaign, you on an average get 100 conversions, right, for a campaign, and you get a conversion value of 1,000 rupees. This is average conversion value, let's say, right? This is not the total conversion value. This is the average conversion value I'm talking about, right? It could be 100 into 100 or 10,000, for example. Sorry. Or I will write here, let's say, average conversion value. Just hold on for a second. Average conversions. Conversion value. Let's say 10,000. Right? So this is average you are getting. So you are getting from a campaign average 100 orders, right? And as an average conversion value, you are getting, let's say, 10,000 rupees for one order. नहीं 10,000 से ऊपर कन्वर्जन ज्यादा हो जाएगा 1,000 ही रखते हैं right so that means one conversion is bringing 1,000 rupees one conversion is 100 is equals to this is no this is 1,000 right and this average conversion are 100 right yes so one conversion is bringing you 100 rupees नहीं see अरे यार तुम लोग कंफ्यूज कर देते sorry see average conversion are 100 average conversion value is 1,000 so one conversion is bringing 1,000 rupees that means 1,000 into 100 would be your total conversion value right that would be your total conversion value 100 into 1,000 right that would be 100,000 right so this is your average conversion value if you divide this 100,000 or 1 lakh by 100 that would be your per conversion value right so now let's say you want to increase your number of conversions so you will put I want maximum conversions let's say you want to have 120 conversions on an average so you would use maximum conversion bidding or maximize conversion right and let's say if you want to increase your average conversion value or conversion value for example which is 1,000 for now you want to make it 1,200 so you won't put the limit here but you give the that particular bid option or you select that particular bid option maximize conversion or maximize conversion value right so that means you are asking Google to have more conversion value than 1,000 or usually what you were getting earlier right so now you will get 1,200 as per average conversion value you may get conversion on an average 120 instead of 100 so this maximized conversion bidding has increased your conversions while this maximized conversion value has increased your purchase value or conversion value here right understood Okay, cool. So we will move back to our PDF. Please repeat. Repeat what? This particular section, average conversion, conversion value, and total conversion value. Let me give you one example of it if I can. If I have all these, I don't have all this value to show you, but I can show you the columns here. Just hold on for a sec. I will just show it to you. Where is it? Conversion value is 10 times of average conversion. 10 times as in? So the maximum conversion value would be that much. Yes, the maximum conversion value would be that much. So what happens usually, you have different options. I will just go back here, right? Let me just pick one campaign. I'll go to settings, bidding. Now you can see this maximize conversion value. Right, this campaign will use the maximum conversion value bid for you to help you get most conversion value for your budget. So here I'm not getting any particular definition of it, but you got the idea, I believe, right? You understood it. So basically I am getting, for example, I am getting average conversion 100 from a campaign, and the average conversion value I am getting is 1000 rupees, or total conversion value I am getting is 100,000, right? So I want to increase my maximum conversion value, or let's say average conversion value, for example, right? So to increase the number of conversions from a campaign, I will use maximum conversion, and to increase conversion value for that particular campaign, that means from one conversion, if I was getting 1000 rupees, I want it to increase by 1200 or 300. Oh, sorry, 1200 or 1300. I will use maximize conversion value. We will read about it more, for example. Yeah, so it says the maximize the total conversion value. I was talking about the average conversion. So until unless your average conversion is increased, your total conversion value won't increase, right? So I took it in terms of average conversion. You can see this about maximize conversion value bidding. Maximize the total conversion value. This is ultimately number of conversions you are getting. You are asking Google to give more conversion value for each conversion. How to use max conversion? So you just have to put here. Just go here, use maximize conversions, just save it, right? So it will take your all historical data into consideration and will adjust your bids to give you more conversions, right? So when we are using maximize conversion, let's say for your average conversion 100, right? Or your total conversion are 100, for example, and your CPA is, let's say, 20 rupees, right? So for one conversion, you are for one conversion you are paying 20 rupees, right? So when you are going for maximized conversion value, your CPA may increase. It could be 25, it could be 30, even it could be 18 also sometimes, right? But on an average, it would try to be around your CPA of 20, but it could increase in some cases, right? Because you have asked Google to give you more conversions. So sometimes it will adjust the bit on a higher side, right? So that it can provide you more conversions. So that may result into increasing the conversion cost or CPA. And this is the third aspect of the automated bidding or conversion. Fine. Then target ROS, we have talked about target ROS. So how does it work? For search network and search network with display select campaigns, basically both search and display network, it will try to achieve an average ROS equal to your target across all campaigns using this strategy. Right, so it will increase your kind of conversion value for every ad. So we must have monthly account so that Google can consume money for maximum conversions. What do you mean by monthly account? So for display campaign, how would ROS work? Google Ad will achieve an average ROS equal to your target across all campaigns using this strategy. All campaigns basically means for whatever campaigns you are using this particular strategy. You should have large amount of money. No, not necessarily large amount of money. You should have large number of conversions. For shopping campaigns, so basic difference between ROI and ROAS is your ROI is return on investment on your total marketing cost. Right? This is your ROI is you have spent 100,000 rupees on your total account on Google and how much you have achieved. While ROS optimizes your campaign to get maximum value for each ad or ad spend, you can say, right? And not for the account or campaign. So this is more granular or focused. While your ROI is you use ROI for a broader definition. CTR is click-through rate. How many clicks you have got out of how many impressions. Right, so let's say you have got 20 clicks out of 100 impressions, that means your CTR is 20%. Right, this is target ROS bidding that we have already talked about earlier. You can see this here. ROS full form, return on ad spend, ROAS. Then this maximize click bidding, so you don't put a manual bid for your clicks, either you ask system to decide the bid to get maximum clicks. Right, it can shoot up your CPC by anything, so you should use it very less. Then maximize conversion bidding we have talked about. You can see this maximize conversions automatically set bids to help get the most conversions for your campaign while spending your budget. It uses advanced machine learning to automatically optimize bids and offer auction time bidding and offers auction time bidding capabilities that tailor bid. This is Ravi, just focus on this, right? Then how it works? You can read all this. And then maximize conversion value, maximize the total conversion value within your specified budget with maximize conversion value bidding strategy. That's it. That it says check your average daily budget amount, maximize conversion value will try to fully spend your average daily budget. So if you are currently spending much less than your budget, maximize conversion value could increase spend significantly, right? Check your return on investment goal. If you have an ROI goal for your campaign, such as a target return on ad spend, you may want to add target ROS to your bid strategy rather than maximize conversion value. Right? Okay, so this bidding are done. कुछ clear हुआ पहले से bidding? या अभी भी confusion है? We have to use manual placement. You can use both manual and automated. हुआ क्या? सच्ची? चलो किसी को तो हुआ. अच्छा तुमको भी हो गया? नाइस, चलो काफी लोगों को क्लियर हो गया. गुड. For a new website, bid need to be high because its quality score will not be high. नहीं, see, quality score will be defined with the relevancy factor. When I say relevancy, even if you have a new website, when you are writing your ads, right? Just try to put your keywords into your ads, and your ad should talk about what your website is talking technically, right? So it should be a sync between your. I will show it to you. Just hold on for a sec. See, when we are talking about the bidding, now there is your keyword, then your ads, and your ads land to your website, right? So your keyword and your ad should have relevancy. When I say relevancy, that means let's say you are using a keyword by shoes, right? So in your ad, you should add your keyword also. Let's say buy shoes online, right? This could be your ad. Get this could be a keyword also sometimes. Or get 10% discount. This could be your ad, right? And then your website page also talk about shoes and the page you are landing people on, right? So there should be a relevancy or sync in between your keyword, ad, and website. So then your quality score would be good enough. हाँ सॉरी, लाइट चली गई थी तो राउटर रिस्टार्ट हो गया. ओके, तो वेयर वर वी? I'll be taking questions for another 10 minutes. 301, 302 redirect. They are redirection. One is permanent redirection and one is temporary redirection. So if you have moved a page and your particular URL is still showing up on Google search, you can put a redirection to that page to the new URL. That is your 301 new redirection. Difference between AdWords and AdSense. So, excuse me. So AdWords is basically you put money behind your ads and you reach out to the users or people who are interested in your products, right? While AdSense is when you have a website or a blog or anything, you monetize it. When I say monetize it, I mean you enroll to AdSense and you put the ads of different advertisers on your website. So you earn money from it, from AdSense. So Google AdWords is basically for advertiser and Google AdSense is for publishers who publish different ads on their platform or website or app or anything. Sitemap basically is an XML version of your total overall website. So it gives the crawler an idea how the pages are flowing on your website. I mean, what are the different links from home page where you can, where people can land on different subcategories or different categories pages. From categories or subcategory pages, people can land on different product pages. People, you have contact us page, about us page, and everything. This is a sitemap. So sitemap is basically a map for crawlers. So it gives the idea that how to move from where to where. Engagement ads are so okay. Someone has asked what is engagement ads in Google. So engagement ads are nothing. They are basically ads which usually engages user. One engagement ad is so before clicking or coming to your website, it may expand. Or just we were talking about on the other day about shopping ads and showcase ads, right? The standard shopping ad and showcase ad. So showcase ad is kind of engagement ad, you can say, where people click and a catalog opens, right? And you are charged for particular engagement. Right? So they are basically rich media ads. The engagement ads are. It could be a video. Clickbait. Yeah, clickbait basically. I have talked about clickbait earlier, right? Yes, no. Haven't I talked about clickbaiting? Acha, see what happens usually when people have used sensational news headlines, right? Uh, अभी आजकल आप देख रहे होंगे क्या होगा रिया के साथ, जानिए कैसे गुजारी रिया ने रात अपनी जेल में. हाँ, करेक्ट करेक्ट, रिया रिया, राइट. सो उसमें होता कुछ नहीं है, वो बस आपसे क्लिक कर दे यूज दिस सेंसेशनल हेडलाइंस टू टू लेट यू क्लिक ऑन द लिंक, और अंदर कुछ ऐसा खास न्यूज होता नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाट क्लिक बेटिंग इज. To get the clicks, you can, yeah, you can say to get the clicks on furgy kind of thing. Headlines and news never match. Usually they don't. Affinity and intent. See, basically affinity is a broader criteria of intent. When you have an affinity towards something, that means you are interested in a particular thing. Right? Let's say I have an affinity towards what gadgets, for example. Yeah, liking. You can say liking. Affinity is liking. Right? So affinity, I have a liking towards gadgets. So I may be reading or browsing a lot of gadget related websites or blogs. Right? So that is my affinity. While I have an intent, so I have more than an affinity towards buying something. When I'm searching very deeply, so intent is basically when you are looking to buy something or purchase something, right? In terms of search, and when we talk about intent in display, that means you have already searched my website. So that means you had an intent to buy something on my page. Canonicalization I have already talked about, right? No. So canonicalization basically when you have more than one duplicate pages, you put one URL as a primary URL and other URL you put as canonical. I will show you an example of it. Just hold on for a sec. I think we talked about it in SEO. You can see this. What is a canonical tag? Okay, it's REL canonical. That means relation canonical. Is a way of telling search engine that a specific URL represents the master copy of a page. Using the canonical tag prevents problems caused by identical or duplicate content. Right? So if you have more than one pages with same content, you use canonicalization tag. What is robot.txt? So robot.txt is a text file that that tells the crawler, the crawler or spiders or anything, whether to read this page or index this page or not, basically, or what information you want to share on the particular page with the crawlers. .txt is the format, correct? It's called robot.txt. 40 pages are the pages which do not exist. So let's say there is one page. So what happens usually, you can see this page, right? So if I have mistakenly put anything here, right, you can see this. It usually your 404 pages are which are removed and do not exist anymore. These are your 404 pages. So usually when you have put a wrong URL or the page has already been removed, you will be landed on a 404 page. Where will we use canonical tags? On the pages, the duplicate pages. SEO पूछ रहे हो यार अभी. ऑल्टर टेक्स्ट नहीं होगा, आई थिंक ऑल टेक्स्ट होगा. ऑल टेक्स्ट तो इमेजेस के लिए यूज होता है एसईओ में. तो ऑल टेक्स्ट बेसिकली आप यूज करते हो इमेजेस के लिए. So Google does not understand images, right? So let's say if I search for right, if I search for Taj Mahal, right? Google doesn't understand what images do Taj Mahal. I mean, Taj Mahal कैसे दिखता है? Google doesn't understand it, right? But you can see these images, right? All these images. So Google को नहीं पता कि ताज महल ऐसा दिखता है. For this particular image, you have written an alt text here as Taj Mahal, right? I will go to this particular web page. Yeah, to describe images basically. Yes. See, you can see this particular image, right? I will go to view source and I will find alt text. What is alt text? Image content, type image. Yeah. Where is the alt text here? So usually you put alt text on your images so that crawler or search engine can understand what image is it basically. That's why alt text are used. What is code FORTR? I am not sure what is code FORTR. Creative Hub mockup. See, Creative Hub is for agencies basically, where your all assets or images are already there, right? You can see the how should I say it? You can see the example or sample of your different ad sizes for different images. That's why Creative Hub is used. You can use it, but that is not very important. I mean, you can upload all your images, add images there, and you can see the samples of different ad sizes. That's it. Hub में ज़्यादा कुछ कर नहीं सकते. And you can create your ads directly from Creative Hub. What is necessary for your website? The alt text, yes. For images, yes. Talk about affiliate marketing. Yeah, affiliate marketing में कुछ नहीं होता. I will tell you one simple thing about affiliate marketing. Go to Amazon.in and register as an affiliate. If you have a website, you can market the products on Amazon through your Google Ads or anything, your Facebook account or anything. When someone buys from your link, you get a certain amount or certain percentage of the sale price or purchase price, right? So an affiliate is a kind of third party who sell your services or product on your behalf. Commission process type, correct? यार अब एक्सटेंशन अभी नहीं बता रहा मैं, प्लीज. काफी सारी एक्सटेंशन है यार. Can we promote the product of Amazon on FB and get revenue? Yes, you can. The blogging is what you write about what you like. Usually target a specific audience or specific topic that you find very interesting. See, blogging ऐसा नहीं है कि बस उठा के कर दिया. आपको इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए ब्लॉगिंग में. Unless you don't have interest, don't write a blog. Just for the sake of writing, don't use it. But write a blog of your liking, I would say. But क्या होगा पता है? When you start writing, no, the blog, पहला blog अच्छा नहीं लिखोगे. You won't write the second blog very good. You won't write the third blog. But you will keep learning that how to write, because you might not get enough visits on your website. Let's say, or on your blog, for first blog, second blog, third blog, fourth blog, fifth blog, sixth blog, seventh blog, but the 10th blog will give you enough traffic. And you would, by writing each and every blog, you would learn something about writing, that what kind of keyword you should put in, how to phrase the particular sentence, or how to form the particular phrase. Sorry. Right. Content writing is good or bad for digital marketing? See, nothing is good or nothing is bad until unless the results are there. It could be good if you are having good results on in terms of purchase. What's your result ultimately? See, when you have written a content, it could hurt someone. It could be a very good content in terms of anything, but if has, you know, it has incited a particular section of the audience, it's not a good blogging in that case, or not a good content. Did you get my point? What I'm trying to say? Religion, not particularly religion, could be anything. It could be about culture also. It could be about a specific food. Let's say तुमने छोले भटूरे के लिए बुरा लिख दिया, तो हो सकता है कि कुछ दिल्ली वालों को बुरा लग जाए. Right? So no content is good or no content is bad. Racism, yeah. See, I'm not saying you should not put your voice. I'll tell you, you guys are, young, and I mean, even I am young, by the way. Right? So you guys are evolving right now. So start having an opinion. I'm not saying just having an opinion for the sake of having an opinion, but read a lot. Right? There are a lot of things that we don't understand, which are portrayed very differently in front of us by the media. Right? Having an opinion and writing a content are two different things, by the way. Give UPSC. No, I am not that young to give UPSC, by the way. वो यंग लिमिट से ऊपर हूँ मैं यूपीएससी की. पब्लिक हॉलीडे हटा दो तो उतनी हो जाती है. This is what URL. I will check it. Drop down open automatically. Which drop down? Sir, I'm not sure about this. अच्छा ठीक है, इनफ टाइम पास बहुत हो गया. और कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या? Campaign URL option. Campaign URL option is basically this one. Yeah, I will talk about campaign URL option in one of my YouTube videos. यार मैंने काफी टाइम से YouTube videos भी नहीं बनाया. I will. This Google Drive link who has sent me, I will look into it. What drop down option are you getting? Can you send me a screenshot? UI UX is nothing. Your website is your UI UX kind of. Right? UI is user interface and UX is user experience. So you build your website or app or platform to ease the user experience usually. The code name of analytics in Google. Site tag. It's called global site tag. What is event code? So event code basically you put in your website where on the page particularly where you are tracking a conversion. That's your event code. So how can we remember all these things we have learned in interviews? We do it practically. That's the only thing how I have remembered all these things. Doing it practically. Or searching it. See, you have a mobile screen in your a mobile device in your hand. Whenever something comes in your mind, just search for it and read it to remember it. Always remember when you are curious, no, you will remember all the things when you are curious. And at the state of curious, when you are learning something, you will remember it. What is VTR? What is VTR? Dynamic ad setting, dynamic ad in terms of dynamic search ad, DSA, dynamic search ads. इंटरव्यू के क्वेश्चन मुझे नहीं पता सर, आप लोग गलत इंसान से पूछ रहे हो इंटरव्यू के क्वेश्चन कब स्टार्ट होंगे, वो गलत इंसान से पूछ रहे हो, क्वेश्चन तो नॉर्मल होते हैं. See, dynamic search ad you use usually when you don't want to use keywords and you use either URL or a specific web page to generate the ads from the content of that particular web page. Then company will ask show it by at the time of what to show. तो इंटरव्यूज और प्लेसमेंट का मुझे बिल्कुल भी आइडिया नहीं है. मैं फिर रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ आपसे, आप लोग गलत आदमी से पूछ रहे. स्पॉटलाइट एड यार इसमें नहीं होता है. स्पॉटलाइट एड्स आर यूजुअली यूज्ड बाय दिस search at 360 or something, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Or you are talking about LinkedIn, by the way, spotlight ad. स्पॉटलाइट एड आपके लिंक्डइन में होते हैं जो डायनेमिक होते हैं, जिसमें आपका अगर आप क्लिक करते हो एड पे तो आपकी डिटेल आती है. रिमेम्बर हम लोगों ने देखा था कि मेरा नाम और फोटो वगैरह आ रहा था लिंक्डइन में. एग्जाम्पल किस चीज का? स्पॉटलाइट एड का? अरे यार लिंक्डइन ओपन करना पड़ेगा सर अभी. मैंने दिया तो है स्पॉटलाइट एड का, तुम पीडीएफ पढ़ो, वीडियो देखो ना, रहेगा. This is, I think we are done here. अब सब इंटरव्यू से लेट क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं जिनका मेरे पास कोई जवाब नहीं है फिलहाल. फाइन गाइस, आई थिंक वी आर डन हियर. अब सिर्फ इंटरव्यू रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन है और मेरे पास उनके आंसर नहीं है फॉर ऑब्वियस रीजंस. हाँ ओके, आई विल शो यू क्वालिटी स्कोर वंस. ओके फाइन. यार अब आजकल आते नहीं है, बट दिस इज द फाइनल थिंग आई एम गोइंग टू डू फॉर टुडे, राइट? You can see this, right? 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 10 or 10 on 10, 8 on 10. These are your quality scores. So हमने देखा था हम लोग columns में गए थे, modify columns. You can see all these options here: performance, click, impression, cost, CTR. Viewability में you can see the viewable CTR. Viewable impressions भी होता है जब display campaign देखते हो. Conversion में you can see total conversions, all conversions, conversion rate, conversion value, cost per conversion, everything, right? इसी में you have attributes also. Attributes में you can see all these things: campaign ID, campaign type, estimated first page bid कि आपको कितना देना पड़ेगा first page के लिए, first position and top of the page, everything, right? Competitive metrics, search impression share. We were talking about impression share, right? Earlier, you can see this also. This is your quality score. This is quality score, quality historical quality score, expected CTR, historical, everything, landing page experience. But for all these, you must be having your analytics account connected with your AdWords account. And you can see this expected CTR, average, below average, landing page experience. That's why the quality score is, you can see this very low, right? Because landing page experience is below average. See, this is above average, above average, above average. That's why my quality score is 10 on 10 here. You can see all these things, right? Yeah, GST calculation का मुझे मिला नहीं seriously. Otherwise, I would have shown it to you guys. Fine, I think we are done here. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You all take care. Bye bye.